It's kind of like you see the cheetah chasing down the gazelle. The cheetah is about to eat the gazelle. He's about to eat the spleen while the other gazelles are coming near trying to stop him. This is how nature is synchronized. It's synchronicity. You see the fox eating the spleen of the gazelle. You see the cheetah eating the spleen of the gazelle. You see this. Humans look at it and say, ah, man, little Antoine, he just got ate up. Ah, the gazelle. Well, that gazelle, he just got ate up. That's how they look at it, right? In contrast to humans and animals, right? They think animals are supposed to be synchronized that way, but they don't realize that that type of violence, when it's shown, when you're able to grasp it, right? It takes on an anthropomorphic feeling, which means you devolve as a human because everything on the planet has synchronicity. It's kind of like, Native Americans arguing with African Americans about being indigenous, right? But they never come to a point where they're agreeing that all humans have to drink water. Doesn't matter if it's osmosis water. Doesn't matter if it's spring water. Doesn't matter if it's a water with a tea bag in it. Doesn't matter if it's alkaline water. It never comes to their senses. And this is how I also know that, humans are devolving on the planet. They don't talk about simple things to come on an agreement that all humans have to drink water. And that when you get the water in its organic state, it all looks the same. It all goes into our temples and it cleanses our temples. They don't point that out. This is also how I know humans are inherently evil. This is also how I know you have humans who are not inherently evil. This is how I know that. So, like, when you're trying to have an intelligent conversation with someone and you notice they go down the wrong path, you will notice that speech pathology, it's centered in the ethnic groups of which that person is made of. And it affects that person and all the persons who have the same makeup. Completely. Like, I'm looking at this man right here on the screen, and I never looked at what his name was on the movie, right? And I saw the movie. I never looked at what his name was, right? You look at him and you can inherently know that he's at a state where he's peaceful. You can tell he embodies keeping the planet safe, right? You don't see this look on other people's faces. You don't see this look on other men's faces. So what does this say about other men of other communities? Like, you got to think, right? Who names their self Crazy Horse? You have to think about that. Like, what is his speech pathology? Where are the audio recordings of these people when they're making their language? Why do they want to speak a different language so bad? Because when you look at white people, right, they're not inherently evil as much as people want to say they're evil, right? White people are inherently evil because you have yin and yang. So what is it that Native Americans saw that you would see someone who would name themselves Crazy Horse? What is it that he saw that he didn't like? Because again, like, you're living in America, we don't all know about people who are around us. I don't know anything about Native Americans. But I know when the energy is focused on who is enlightened, who has more, clairvoyance, who is more reputable, who has more nirvana, who has more silence. Sometimes I have to cross read the room. I have to see who is who. That's a lot of the time. So again, man, just really think about that, man, because like, you know, through the night, man, I tend to think a lot, and I tend to like see the world differently than I did when the light was shining through the day. I tend to see everything differently, and you notice this, right? When the light is dark, this is for all my conscious people, right? Who's really in tune with the earth. When the light is dark in America, the light is shining in Africa. So why is it that you have so much clairvoyance at night? You can't go to sleep. You didn't eat that day, right? So your body is clean. What are they doing in Africa that's making the earth so heightened in intelligence? What are they doing? Because when it's light in America, I don't feel as smart. I only feel smart when it's at midnight or when it's 2 a.m. in the morning. That's the only time I feel smart. Great peace, Yakoki.